Cancer. What's up, Cancer? I just rolled you. I wasn't sure if I was going to do your reading, but that confirmed it for me. Welcome, Cancer. I hope you're having an amazing day. We're going to be seeing what messages want to come through for you, get some insight, get some guidance, see what you need to know right now. If this reading is helpful or insightful, leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get right into your messages. Stinger of Connection. Number 6. The Friends. We have Arvalard. Ooh, you got communication coming in. I'm seeing there's something about like community, friendship, a connection here. We have the fairy guide at the bottom, which for me right now, this is feeling like blank slate, or I feel like a message about to come in. You guys have a message rolling in. You might be the one delivering this message, but Cancer, looks like you're going to be hearing from a friend in the near future. It could be a friend you haven't spoken to in a while. Maybe it's been months. Maybe it's been years. But here we have it. Singer of Connection is bringing in, there's something that has kept you and a particular person connected despite how much time, space, distance, and everything else that has happened or occurred. There is still someone you're connected to. There is that energetic thread, that invisible thread or silver cord. You are connected to someone and they are connected to you. And it kind of makes me think of the red string theory. No matter where you are in this world, you are linked to certain individuals, certain souls that you will cross paths with at some point in your life. There's someone that you will be in communication with in the near future, and I feel like there's going to be a breakthrough, a very sudden breakthrough in terms of communication. This is someone that is very friendly, someone who supports you, someone who's inspired by you, somebody who at one point you very much uplifted them, you helped them, you supported them. Someone may be asking for help or support during this time. Maybe there's someone who needs your advice or someone who could use a lending hand, or we'll need some more information on that. That's for sure. We'll need some more information before we can start talking about that. But yeah, there's someone in the near future you're going to be connecting with, someone familiar, or maybe there's a new friend that you'll be making. So yeah, let's see what wants to come through for Cancer. Show me clearly. Wow, y'all are talking. Woof! Goodness, hold on. Whoa. We have the King of Cups, 5 of Coins, 10 of Cups, High Priestess, and then we have a lot of other ones. 10 of Swords, 5 of Cups, 2 of Coins, and the Knave of Coins. Alright. You have Pisces over here. And quite a bit of water. A little bit of earth. Teeny bit of air. Chariot is at the bottom, which is your energy. So there's something that's dead to you. I gotta be real. The way the 5 of Pentacles is behind the King of Cups, there's something that you've just, it's out of sight, out of mind. It's basically rest in peace. It's over. It's gone. It's dead. Dead in the water. 10 of Cups, High Priestess, 10 of Swords. Definitely seeing here a lot of tears that you've spilt, a lot of tears that you've cried, a lot of things that you've had to sort out in silence or sort out in private with the High Priestess, 10 of Swords. There's been some things that were hidden from you, and you may not have solid evidence or facts, but your intuition be knowing something very deep, something very powerful, and this is probably involving you and someone that you care about very deeply. You may live with this person, you may have children with this person, or you've had a long history together. Something about this dynamic has shifted and changed quite dramatically over the last, I'm hearing 10 months, over the last 10 months or 10 months from now. Who knows? But 5 of Cups, 2 of Coins, and then the Knave of Coins. You have an offer that's coming in. There's an offer coming in. Could be from an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Question is, if this is good enough of an offer, or if this is something that you see fit in your future. Five of Cups and the Two of Coins could be representing a head over heart decision, like your heart's being pulled in one direction, but right now you're feeling very heavy, could be feeling very hurt or disappointed by someone's actions. There could have been a heavy loss or ending that you experienced. Maybe this was an ending in a friendship, right? You and someone may not be on speaking terms right now. Someone that you trusted, someone that you invested a lot of time, energy, you really cared very deeply about them. But there was also something in your gut, something your intuition was telling you or warning you about this individual that maybe you overlooked or you ignored, and then things came crashing down or came to a sudden end. Five of Cups, Ten of Swords. I'm just trying to see what else is here. Took you a long time to get over this, took you a long time to move on. May still pop up in your mind here and there, but see, like, you're gradually shifting. There's some kind of crossroad that you could be at this time of your life. Chariot at the bottom with the Hermit, Two of Swords. Yeah, crossroad energy, Virgo energy. I'm seeing from now to Virgo season, which is the end of August through September, which will be heading into eclipse season. Some significant changes that will be taking place based off a decision that you're making over the next couple of weeks that will have pretty big influence over the next year, is what I'm hearing. Definitely over the next year. Chariot and the Hermit, you could be choosing to move solo or go on this path on a solo journey. Maybe you're traveling solo traveling for someone. Chariot and the Hermit, what are you on the hunt for? What are you on the search? Like, you're searching for something in particular, something specific. Or you need to get decisive, you need to get choosy, you need to get specific of what it is that you want out of this situation or where it is that you're headed, so that the path can be cleared for you. I'm gonna switch decks. Okay. Let me use this one. Okay. What's going on for Cancer? What's going on for Cancer? The Fool. Yeah, so you're starting something new, Cancer. Stepping into a new chapter. You could be feeling a little intimidated or in your head about whatever this is. Maybe you're having some doubts or you're second guessing this direction. Ten of Swords, or you're being reminded of like the past, or I see like the past could be holding you back right now. That's something that you may be having a hard time overcoming. Six of Wands. Well, you will overcome it. You're getting some sort of recognition in the near future. Six of Swords as well. 6-6 could be important for someone. There's some sort of recognition that you're about to step into. I see you're coming into a lot of success. A lot of success. Your hard work is paying off. You're reaching such achievements. Things you never thought you were able to accomplish, you're accomplishing it, you're getting it done. You are blowing your own expectations. You are going through such a glow up, such a transformation. You're overcoming your own doubts and negative beliefs. Crappy situations from your past that once really were the biggest mountains to climb, the biggest hurdle to climb. You're moving on from that. This is behind you. It is behind you. Look at how the Fool, because the Fool is the one that came out first. These were what came out after, but the Fool, he's facing away from it. This is behind you. This is behind you. You may still be struggling with some limiting beliefs, or there may be some old energies that you're still clearing, right? Going back to the first set of cards we had, King of Cups with the Five of Pentacles, still accepting certain losses, certain things that you can't get back. You know, you've clearly invested a lot of time, a lot of heart, a lot of love and emotion here with that Ten of Cups. But High Priestess, Ten of Swords, going back to the cards from earlier, intuitively you know like time is up, or this door is over, this door is shut, it's closed. And that could be part of this mourning process you're going through with the Five of Cups, Ten of Swords, right? Still, just accepting it is what it is sort of thing. And then a choice, Two of Pentacles, Knave of Coins, like which way to move forwards, and like future endeavors, future investments, future goals and plans. So again, what I'm seeing here is no matter which way you decide to go, you're coming into a whole buttload of success. Big victory here. Let's see where you're going. Six of Swords, the Empress, Three of Cups. Some sort of celebration in the near future. Something that you were going to be celebrated for. Some kind of achievement, some sort of massive growth. I'm hearing a growth spike or a growth spurt, or like, I don't know, something is like doubling or tripling. It could be your money. It definitely could be like sudden increase in your finances. Maybe you've gotten a new job. Maybe there's an increase in your pay, your raise, your salary. Others of you, it's like your business is really taking off. I'm seeing like double, triple, quadruple. Like I'm seeing massive success for whoever you are, and you're being celebrated. This is where you're celebrating your wins. You are accomplishing a lot. You feel very good about it, and you're feeling really connected to this purpose, really connected to some sort of calling. You're looking to be around people who celebrate you, people who are positive, people who are enthusiastic, and they're a pleasure to be around. You're finding like-minded people, or this is what you're on the search for, right? Remember when we had the, what was it, the Hermit and something else? It was the Hermit, I can't remember now. Oh wait, do I still have it? Yes, I do. The Chariot and the Hermit. I was like, what are you searching for / what are you moving towards? You're trying to find something specific, or to be specific, to be choosy. This is what you're being specific. This is what you're calling in. Now, this new moon in Leo on the 24th of August, if you're listening to this reading around then, this is timeless, really. But the next new moon, whenever you listen to this, the next new moon. For us currently, the next new moon will be in Leo. The next new moon, this could be what you are setting the intention and taking action towards creating and initiating in your path. Seeing something about love or commitments here with the Hierophant. Some of you could be even going back to school, getting your some sort of degree or license or certificate. That's awesome. Keep that up. I see your hard work really paying off, Cancer. Wow. Some of you could be going to some sort of celebration, a wedding, or a baby shower. I want to know what this whole communication thing was about, right? Because that's where it all started. The Singer of Connection, the Friends, and Arvel Lart. Why did that come out? Like, what's the relevance to what the tarot had? It felt like a different storyline. And what is this? Well, did I check the bottom? Fairy Guide, Caitlin the Sliff, and Fairy Who Was Kissed by the Pixies. Caitlin the Sliff is sudden information, sudden news, having to be quick and adaptable, or it's like be on your feet when this message comes in. You're gonna have to like adapt or move quite quickly. You have the Fairy Who Was Kissed by the Pixies. This is where it's like you have a lot of love and unconditional love, lack of judgment, being very open-minded and receptive. Underneath that, we have the Glanconner, which is saying, like, don't be deceived. This is a card of deception. This is a card of, like, your kindness being taken for granted. Oh, okay. So let me look into this, and I'm going to use my Illuminati Tarot. So tell me about the Singer of Connection. Okay, so there's a specific connection that's being brought up here. Let's see what this is. Singer of Connection. Remember what you're looking for. Hermit, Chariot. And then we have that 3 of Cups, 6 of Swords, 3 of Cups. You want to be around those who celebrate you, those that have great attitude, those that are positive, supportive, and, you know, like-minded beings. So 8 of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, 9 of Cups, 8 of Swords, and Justice. Clarifying Singer of Connections, Queen of Pentacles at the bottom. There's some connection here that I see you're putting effort into. And it's because you feel that this is an alignment. You feel strongly you're able to communicate your needs. You feel heard. You feel seen. You feel understood. You feel supported. You are also having very helpful, useful conversations to talk about how can we improve this dynamic? How can we further our success in this connection so that we both are happy? Nine of Cups, Ace of Swords, Nine of Cups. So this is discussing like, what do you want out of this relationship? What are your expectations? So if this is like someone that you're dating, right? Or maybe it's first date energy, and you're discussing like your intentions, things like that. Things like if this is about even a work partnership, it's like discussing, you know, the plans for the future, what your goals are, what your end goal is, what your vision is, what do you expect from each other, and what do you need or require from one another. So you both can be happy and feel like supported, you know, that sort of thing. Now, there seems to be some sort of block here. Nine of Cups, Eight of Swords. Someone's feeling a bit stuck or blocked, or is this just like there's some sort of limited belief or worry or doubt? But Justice is telling me that you kind of keep it in check, or you don't get stuck super long. It's like you kind of shake it off. It's a lesson. It's like you're learning how to express your truth and not feel bad about it. Or if you're setting a boundary, maybe that's something that you used to struggle with in the past. And maybe you did a lot of people pleasing, a lot of biting your tongue, holding back how you really feel. You know, you were hesitant to actually share your real, genuine thoughts because you were worried of how they were going to react, or you were worried something, you know, negative backlash or something like that. Okay, so this singer of connection is someone that you can be truthfully yourself 100% of the time. You see this is something worth putting in the effort. You see that this is actually some sort of connection that helps you heal these toxic tendencies or unhealthy dynamics. Like this is something that's very helpful and resourceful. So why is the Friends here? Yeah, I think that this is like someone here, you're learning how to be very direct and clear. Yeah, literally Queen of Swords. Direct, clear, straight to the point, honest. You could be setting a boundary with a friend. Okay, we have a big stack. I don't really feel like taking that though. So give me less cards. Down with the Friends for Cancer. Five of Wands and the Hangman. It's okay to have conflict in friendships. Like what? You're going to cut off your friend after one disagreement? But you're going to give your ex 20,000 chances. But you have one disagreement with your friend and now suddenly you are sworn enemies. Make it make sense. You are allowed to have your differences. There can be conflict, but it's healthy conflict as long as everybody can take a breather and not lash out and start calling each other names and being toxic and petty. It's like, and maybe that's what you've experienced in some of these connections of yours. I'm seeing here Queen of Swords, Five of Wands, and the Hangman. She's literally putting it on pause or putting it on ice. As soon as anything gets heated or intense or disrespectful, she's like, zip your mouth. I'm gonna zip my mouth before I say something disrespectful that I cannot take back. Let me think about it. Let me cool off. Then we can resolve, right? So I'm seeing this Queen of Swords. She knows how to handle conflict. She's not someone who just avoid or run away from conflict. She's gonna de-escalate and also able to see from other viewpoints, other perspectives. So that's cool. Empress at the bottom. So, you know, you might be having some conflict with somebody in the near future. Empress, Eight of Wands, Princess of Swords, and Seven of Swords. There could be someone that this conflict you're having with, someone might be being a little toxic, a little immature. Seven of Swords, Page of Swords, Princess of Swords, same shit. Somebody who could be manipulative, or they put words in your mouth that you never said. Be careful of that. Careful of that, because I feel like someone might be misinterpreting what you have said, or they're twisting your words. The Empress with the Eight of Wands, how it's shooting in this direction, right? Here's the Empress, feminine energy. Empress is someone who's very loving, caring, compassionate, patient. She is very soft. She is gentle, right? And she's truly being honest and expressing herself. Eight of Wands can talk about communication, right? So she's communicating her needs. We have a Page of Swords. They're receiving the message. They're receiving the words. But then we have a Seven of Swords that tells me that it's being twisted or manipulated. I can't speak. Somebody who has like hidden motives, or It's like they get a rise out of drama. They get a rise out of fighting. It excites them in a way, or like brings in like adrenaline rush. Ooh, I don't like that. So if someone's trying to pick a fight with you, you're like, I ain't biting, I ain't taking the bait, bitch. Just kidding. You're probably not calling them that, but so, you know, they'll use that shit against you. So don't call them nothing. All right, Arvolart. Think before you speak. Always good to stand by. Why is Arvolart here? Emperor. The Sun. King of Pentacles. Eight of Wands at the bottom. Again, more of this communicative energy. This is during Leo season, which we are currently in. Might be dealing with a Leo or Aries, or you may have those placements. But so there's someone here who is taking accountability, taking the initiating. We'll just say that. Someone who's initiating and making sure everyone is happy and seen and feels safe and feels supported. You know, this is someone being responsible, someone who's being like a provider. This could be someone who is like a leader or a parent or like a guide or someone who, you know, a lot of people look up to this person. So this is somebody who is a pleasure to be around. 8 of Wands, 9 of Wands, and the Chariot, 3 of Swords. So someone here is very avoidant when it comes to addressing matters. I actually see they just disappear, they run away, they see any kind of conflict in a negative light. They actually, that Chariot, especially with the 3 of Swords, is like they fight or flight is kicking in. So here's this message. Maybe it's a discussion of like, hey, you know, this is how I feel. This is where I'm at. And this person takes it as criticism. And instead of them like just being open to hearing, they just like run for the hills. They just disappear. They don't want to hear it. They feel like it's an attack to their personal character. Like, you know, a personal attack, whatever the fuck. Was at the bottom of this again? Taintless Live, Fairy of the Fairy who's kissed by the pixies, and then the Glanconner. Let's look into the Glanconner, because I feel like someone's kind of playing these games or kind of manipulative. My throat's feeling a little dry right now. Need some water here in a bit. Why is a Glanconner here for Cancer? Page of Swords. So that was, remember we saw that earlier? It was the Empress, 8 of Wands, and then the Page of Swords, 7 of Swords. Page of Swords, 7 of Swords person. I was like, they feel like they're kind of twisting the narrative, twisting the truth, or, you know, you could have just said something. It wasn't really like, it was just kind of, I don't know, I can't seem to find an example right now, so I'm kind of not putting it in the best of words. Ace of Wands. Just forget what I said. Tell me the Glanconner. Prince of Wands and the 4 of Cups reversed. This is the type of person who just like sees an opportunity and they take it full-fledged, impulsively, unexpectedly, like Lovers, 5 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. Someone who, I feel like this is someone who just takes a lot. They don't really seem to give a whole lot. They just see anything that's like shiny and attractive and entertaining, and they jump right on in. And they're fussy. I feel like this could be someone who is very picky or fussy or hard to please at times. So what's the importance of this? So now, let me just look back at the tarot cards from earlier. We had the Fool, 10 of Swords, 8 of Swords. Or wait, no. Was it 8 of Swords, 10 of Swords, 6 of Wands, 8 of Wands? Someone's looking for attention. Oh, someone is looking for attention from you. especially as it looks like you're trying to really shed dead weight, old limiting beliefs, overcoming your fear of speaking your truth, allowing yourself to take up space, to speak your mind. And there is someone who is kind of tugging on you or trying to pull you back in or distract you. Right, here you are, you're looking this way, you're looking that way. And there's someone here who's like trying to get your attention to turn around and go back into the 8 of Swords, 10 of Swords, which is very unhealthy, very draining, limiting, fear-based, control. Like someone, this makes me think of like a cowboy on a horse. You know, he's holding the wand, but it makes me think of a cowboy on a horse and he's got, you know, like the rope. He's trying to like lasso, is that the word, lasso you in? Or yeah, that's the word. Try and like, I'm seeing, you know, a cowboy and he's trying to get the bull and he's got the rope and he's like flipping it and you know, trying to, I don't know what the fucking term is. I don't have the word for it. I ain't no cowgirl. But, you know, try and loop you back in and control you, or it's like one last word, but the final word, someone who likes to have the final word if you're in an argument or misunderstanding, they always have to have the last say. Oh, this is not my fave reading. I'm gonna be so truly transparent, y'all. So I'm like, well, where is this headed? Where is this going? What is the meaning? What is the purpose? What is this? What could we get that's like helpful out of this? The Fool. Let's see where you're going. Fool. Why is the Fool here for Cancer? Do they think you're a fool? You're not a fool. Alright, tell me about the... We got it. Oh. Hermit. Tower. 8 of Cups and Judgment. Well, it looks like you're not giving into this shit. I'm gonna be real. I take back what I say, me being like, this isn't really my favorite reading, but I take that back. You know what, Cancer? It looks like you are surprising this person by not feeding into their destructive ways, habits, attitude. You're not really giving much to it. Sorry, my hair is getting caught in my necklace. You're not really giving much energy to this. You're not really feeding into it. You're choosing a different path. Even if it's a solo path, or even if you're doing it on your own, you could be surprising yourself by doing this. Judgment, 8 of Cups. The best action you can take right now is to just walk away. Gets heated, gets tense, just walk away. Even if it's temporarily, for the moment, for things to calm down. If you're on the fence of if you should stay or go, Spirit says you should go. Yeah, you should go. 2 of Coins, Knave of Coins. Let's look back into these cards from earlier. And let me use this one. Alright. 2 of Coins, Knave of Coins. Now, choices, decisions that are about your future, take your time. Knave of Coins, don't rush. Take your sweet time. Weigh all your options. This is not the time to just be impulsive. This is a time to be wise, discerning, smart, and especially with finances, right? 2 of Coins, Knave of Coins for Cancer. Queen of Swords at the bottom. So, King of Cups, Knight of Swords, the Sun. Could be dealing with a Leo. 4 of Cups is at the bottom. Look at how this Knight of Swords just rolling right on in. Thing is, it's with the Sun, so I'm like, well, they're coming in with like, well, it's full blast, but with the Sun, it's bringing in warmth, or it's bringing in something positive for once. And that might be a shocker. You're like, what? This person's always bitching and complaining. They actually have good news? Whoa, this is different. Right? Because their old tactics and old ways no longer work. So you ain't tolerating that. You know, you're walking away from things that are disrupting your peace. So they recognize, oh shit, if I want to stay in Cancer's life, I gotta smarten the fuck up. Okay. I think that, let's see, Four of Cups, Page of Cups, and the Two of Cups. They finally are getting your attention now because they actually have something that you're interested in. Two of Cups. There's actually a genuine interest. Before, you weren't. Before, you're like, nah, this ain't what I'm looking for. This is not what I want. This is not bringing me any pleasure. It's not something I desire. So you ignored it, right? You ignored it. This time, you're going to want to hear what they have to say. You might not think that initially. You're like, oh God, here we go again. It's going to be same old shit. You might be just surprised. You might just be very surprised. Why is the sun here? I'm like, for some reason I wanted to pull from the Fairy Oracle. My hand went straight to it. I was like, that's why I hesitated. I was like, I want to clarify it with the Fairy Oracle for some reason. Why is the sun here? The sun of the Knight of Swords. Yeah, there's just something, going back to the King of Cups, hold on, I know I'm like all over the map right now. Going back to these first two cards from earlier, how you're like just over it, or something that you're just done, it's over with, it's dead, like you just don't care anymore. Right? I feel like you're very much detached. Or you just stop caring or giving a fuck. Knight of Swords and the Sun, we have here the Fiery Sword. It goes back to this whole communication thing, which we did when we looked into Arvolaret, the communication card. This was the outcome. Like, you have the upper hand in a situation. Okay, we have the Journeyman, similar to the Fool, and Geo the Slow. So there's slow progress, but progress is being made here. Iris of the Rainbow. The sooner you learn the lesson, the sooner the storm will pass. Topsy-turvy. The situation is able to turn around, you know, quite differently than how it is right now. This is the ability to shift a situation in a positive direction, especially if you're unhappy with the way things are going. So clarifying the Knight of Swords and the Sun, someone really is wanting to turn things around with you. Even if it's going to take time, they're willing to go and play the long game. This is not someone looking for easy, temporary solutions. This is somebody who is trying their best to make this something permanent. All right, someone's consistently been working on themselves, or they are showing that they are willing to go above and beyond. And it's truthful, it is honest. So why do we have the Grand Corner earlier? Because we were getting a deceptive energy from this. I'm like, wait a minute. Oh, it's because, oh, right, that Four of Cups universe. You've been rejecting them over and over and over, ignoring it, not giving any ounce of attention or reaction. It's like, if you ever had dealt with bullies, even like trolls online or wherever the fuck you Karens, they looking for a reaction. When you don't give them a reaction, eventually they're gonna stop. Eventually they're gonna give the fuck up. And if they don't, get a motherfucking knife. My God. Hater, more like a lover. So yeah, it's like, don't give them any peace of mind. Don't give them no reaction. Keep poker face. Don't give any more fucks. And then they smarten up. And then they actually got something that you might be interested in. But I don't know, this person seems a little bit like trouble. Just maybe a little bit. Two of Cups, Page of Cups, High Priestess was underneath that, Five of Wands. Yeah, y'all. And then we have a Five of Pentacles. I don't think this is something that's just going to disappear with this person. Their habits, their pattern, I'm hearing chatter. I feel like this is probably reoccurring again and again and again and again, and it probably will continue to. So use your discernment and do what's best for you. Protect your peace. It looks like this, by the way, this person's not just changing overnight, right? This is something that's going to be slow. Do you have the patience for this person? Do you? I don't know. Someone like that. They got some work to do. We all got work to do. Who knows, man? This was a weird one. I hope that you found this helpful. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know. Leave a like, comment down below, and I shall see y'all later. Private readings available as well in the description box. Have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys next time.